My number one online teaching tip is to do everything you can to build a community of learners in your online class. And this ranges from doing something as simple as giving your students early feedback to carefully structuring your discussion questions. And this feeling of being part of a community is going to reduce the sense of isolation that online learners so often feel. Being an online student can be a very isolating experience. You're not interacting with any people face-to-face. In a typical course, sometimes you might submit an assignment or post a discussion question and not get a response for a week or so. So having experienced online courses of this type makes me very aware of how important it is to build a sense of community, to reduce the sense of isolation, and get the students and the instructor all communicating with each other. Building this community could begin as early as the first week of your semester, and I like to do this with an icebreaker discussion question. And in my icebreaker discussion question, I make sure that I give my students early feedback. As they post their messages, I reply to them, and I try to reply to them the very same day and welcome them into the classroom. The format of your student responses is going to help build a sense of community. For example, ask them to put their name in the subject. This way, when you look through the discussion board, you'll see a list of students' names and something about them and begin to get a sense of feeling of who's actually in the course. In the icebreaker, I ask students to list their name and a special interest or activity that they enjoyed over the summer. So when we look through the discussion forum, you can see everybody's name and what they like. For example, one person might have gone to the Grand Canyon, another person might have spent too much time working over the summer, a third person might have enjoyed spending time with family, and you begin to get to know the students in the class. Some semesters I've had students spontaneously comment that they've gotten to know their fellow online learners better than students they've sat next to in classrooms. And when I receive these comments, I know that we really have succeeded in building a community of learners.